Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Woo back here with another video. Before we get into this video or the story time, anyone that wants to fuck with me in the box fights, you can fuck with me. I swear to God, I'm the best right now. I swear to God. Fuck the new season. I'm gonna stay in creative this whole time. Anybody want the ones in the box fights? Let me know, cause as you can see from the gameplay, I'm the motherfucking best. But anyway, getting into this video, this was about the time that me and Jimmy the Crackhead explored the haunted island. All right, so this was with a fair amount of people, but we're only gonna give names for the people that I was in the car with because fuck, that was a lot of people that was there. But anyway, this started off about middle of the day, I would say. Me, Jimmy, and we're gonna name him like Cal. All right. So me, Jimmy, and Cal, we were trying to find the move, and Jimmy and Cal were really big alcoholics at this time, like drinking every fucking day. And so it came down to it that they wanted to shotgun some twisted teas. Now, twisted teas are all right. They're not my favorite, but to shotgun, they're probably one of the best. So they want to drink today, and they're gonna shotgun some twisted teas. So I'm gonna be honest, we're at this point we're in like the middle of nowhere now. I'm not gonna start this story at my house because this was a long time before we even got to this point. So we're gonna start when we pulled over to start drinking these twisted teas. All right. So me, Jimmy, and Cal, we pull over, right? So Cal has this really nice car at this time. It was a Dodge Challenger, right? Very nice car. Not a SRT, not even RT. It was a GT, I think, but still a very nice car. And so we hop out of this car, and he has the twisted teas in his trunk, right? So I only shotgun one. Jimmy and Cal, oh my fucking god, they went to fucking town on these things, bro. Like I've never like Jimmy and Cal were the ultimate drinking duo, bro. Like they were fucking insane together, right? So they start hammering these fucking teas down, right? And so after they hammer these teas down, we get back in his car. And honestly, bro, this was like the worst time to start drinking. We were in the middle of the country, like rural fucking Minnesota, bro. Like middle of the country, cornfield, middle of the summer, probably like 80 degrees in a hot ass car, bro. And I'm in the back, bro. It's a coupe, bro. Like I'm steaming, bro. So we start driving, and we're trying to figure out what the move is, right? So this was a time that we had the big ass friend group. Now, I'm not talking like it was 15 people. We had like 30 people in this friend group, right? So we had this big ass group chat. And we text this group chat like, "What's the move? What are we doing tonight?" So previously, Jimmy, Cal, and a bunch of my other friends have gone to this haunted island named Gray Cloud Island. Now, I call bullshit on every single thing that's haunted. I don't really believe in anything like that other than like spiritual stuff. Like if you see like a family member in the past or like something like that. But like straight haunted stuff, I just don't believe it. Like it's just I don't believe it. So they were telling me about this haunted island that they went to, and that how when so Cal used to like trade cars with a lot of people. Like I don't know why. It was just he used to like trade cars like for either SUV or a truck or whatever. So one time when Cal had a truck, he was trading for his Charlie. They were driving each other's cars. And so Jimmy and Cal and a bunch of my other friends went down to Great Cod Island and the haunted island, and they said that they picked up some dude on the side of the road, and they picked him up, and he got in the back, like on the bed, like in the pickup truck. He got in the bed, not in the car. And they asked him where he wanted to go, and he said just take him down the road to the gas station, because like how this island is, there's a really long road going into the island, and like the same thing going back, because it's one way in, one way out. There might be like two ways out, but it all leads to the same place. So they were driving straight into the island, and they saw this guy, so they turned around and they let him in the truck, and the dude told them to take him down to the gas station, right? So they start driving down, and so this is where I call bullshit. Honestly, to this day, I still think this is bullshit. Even after going there and all this happening, I still think this is bullshit. So what they said happened is when this dude got in the bed of the truck, and they drove maybe like 2 minutes down the road, they looked back, and he was just gone. Like it was if he was like just not a person anymore. Now I call bullshit on this. So I was like, all right, we're going to this fucking island. Like, come on. Like, I want to go. Like we have to go. Like, come on. So I would say at this point, it's not even that long after we fucking drank the teas. My bad. It's not long after we drank them teas. So honestly, I'm kind of like back then I was like 14, bro, and like a shot of a twisted would get me like kind of feeling it, bro. So I'm like, yeah, let's go there, bro. Like it was maybe an hour after we had drank these. All right. Obviously we can't go, or we can go during the day, but that's not the ideal thing to do. So me, Jimmy, Cal, we just chill out for dude. I'm gonna probably until like 5 or 6. We chill out just at my crib, and so we opted that we were gonna go to this haunted island around like 7, right? And it's about 45 minutes from us. So what we did at like 5, me, Jimmy, Cal, we all met up. We texted the group chat and we all met up with, dude, I think it was like 3 other cars, maybe. Yeah, like 3 other cars we met up with. And we were deep, bro. Like, this made me more comfortable than one car going into this haunted island. We had like 3. Even though I called bullshit on all this, bro, I still wanted more people with us. So we were deep as fuck at this time. We ended up going early. It was probably like 5:45, 6 before we even got like to meet up with all of us, each other, like before we all met up. So we ride down to this haunted island. Like I said, it was probably maybe like a 30-45 minute drive to the haunted island. Not too bad, but like that's a very long drive in that hot ass fucking car, right? So on the way there, we're drinking Twisteds, me and Jimmy. Now, Jimmy was my motherfucking man, bro. Like, we used to have the most fun together. We were just drinking teas, bullshitting, bro. We were hitting each other's cart, vape, bro. We were just bullshitting, right? So, me, Jimmy, Cal, there was definitely not a person next to me, or else I would have known. So, it was definitely just me, Jimmy, and Cal in the car. And so, we were riding down to the haunted island, right? And as soon as we so the road, as I was talking about earlier, to get into haunted island, as soon as we fucking go down that road, my body gets chills, bro. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, this has just to be like a coincidence, bro. Like, ain't no fucking way, bro. So we start driving more into the haunted island, and it's not scary, bro. Like, people are living here, but like what I read online, the people that live here are very weird, and like they're in some kind of cult. Not like a bad cult as like some of you guys think, but it's like a religious cult. Like, it's weird. So we started driving to this haunted island, and almost not immediately, but pretty like early into the haunted island, there's this grave, right? Not a grave, but like, like a memorial, as like someone died there, and it was a motorcyclist that I found out later that died there. And so we had this dude with us. Honestly, I don't remember his real name, bro. So we're not gonna give him a name. This motherfucker decides he's gonna kick this memorial, right? Even if it was haunted island, even all this bullshit about haunting, like that's disrespectful already, bro. Like, that's disrespectful as fuck. Like, even if it is haunted now, like, we're fucked, bro. You just kicked someone's grave, bro. Like, are you fucking stupid? So this dude kicks his grave, and for some reason, all of us is like, run, like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Not out of the island, but we like get the fuck out of that general area. So we start riding down the road, right? And I'm like, where the fuck do we go next? Like, what is there to do here, right? So Jimmy looks behind me, and he gives this little smirk on his face. I'm like, why? Like, what do you have a smirk on your face for? Like, what are we doing? So he's like, we can go to the cemetery. And not like, they told me nothing about this place before we got here. So I'm like, yeah, like, fuck it, let's go to the cemetery. So little did I know, this cemetery was actually weird, bro. And I'm going to get to that in about 2 minutes when we walk down this cemetery, right? So all of us park up on this side of the street next to the cemetery, and when we get out, immediately, I don't know if this was like someone just playing drums or whatever. We start hearing like drums, like not like faint drums, like loud drums, like boom, 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 boom. Like, it just kept doing that in the 3 rhythms, bro, and my heart fucking dropped, bro. So we, for some reason, ignored that. I don't know why that wasn't a sign just to fucking leave. But we just kept going towards this grave, right? So as we started walking away, it started getting more faint, but it like, some of us stopped hearing it, and some of us kept hearing it. So I'm wondering like if we even heard it at all. But so we start walking down the cemetery, right? And so we get to the cemetery, and I'm like, so what's so special about this place? Like, why did you smirk at me? So Jimmy goes, count all the stones down and then come back and count them. I'm like, why? Like that sounds dumb as fuck. Like, okay. So I walk down the thing and I count all the like gravestones of the dead. Like, it wasn't normal people, okay? The people that were buried here were nuns. Not like fake, like actual nuns. Like, they were buried like long ass time ago, bro. Like, there was no recent graves here. Like, not even from like 80 years. Like, these were all old ass graves, right? So I start counting all these graves, right? I can't remember the number that I got to at the end, like the first round, but it was like it was 20 something, right? So I start counting back, right? I count back and it's one off, right? It was one off. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like I definitely counted wrong, right? So I tell Jimmy to do it. Now Jimmy knew at this point, like he had already been here. He had already counted the graves multiple times, and they literally always come like. So when you walk down this and you count them, it's gonna be one number. You count back, it's always gonna be -1. No matter what number you end up with down there, or whatever number you come with back, it's always gonna be one difference and one less when you come back. So Jimmy did it, and let alone same number I got when he went down there, and when I came back, or when he came back, same number I got, one less. I'm tweaked at this point. I'm like, bro, what? Like, how is that even possible? Like, there's no fucking way. So I, like, all of us, not, not everyone, but some of, mostly everyone started counting these gravestones because I thought I was tweaking, bro. Everyone got the same number going there and coming back, they got one less, bro. That had to this day. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I read on this island a lot, and to this day, I still never found anything on that. There was nothing mentioned about the gravestones in that, other besides other explorers on like Yelp and Urban X Urban X or whatever maps, other reviews of people saying that happened, but there was no actual history on it. So I was like, bro, what the fuck? So we leave this graveyard, right? Nothing really special happened there besides that. Nothing really happened special in the whole place, I'm not gonna lie, other than little scary incidents like this. So after we go to the graveyard, we start walking back, and almost immediately those drums get fucking louder, bro. Like I'm talking boom, 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 boom. This time we decided, oh, we're gonna get in the fucking cars and go, right? So we start driving down to our next place, right? So after the graveyard, I low-key thought we were gonna dip. I did not want to be there anymore. So, but anyway, Jimmy decided he was gonna take us to this abandoned, I don't even know what it was, bro. It was like a camp, a camp, I guess. I don't even know, bro. They called it a cult camp, but on the sign it literally said whatever camp. Like they're straight tweaking. So we start going down this fucking it's it's like a side street. I don't even know, but we get down to this end in a cul-de-sac, and we park up and we start walking towards this fucking camp, right? And for some reason, I just felt something was off while we walked towards this thing. It was there was a light on in the back, and there was a boat there, and it didn't look abandoned per se, but it also didn't look used. So we were walking towards this thing. I shit you not, we all saw this. We were all looking ahead of us. We all saw this. A light in this we think it was the cafeteria. A light in this cafeteria thing starts fucking flickering. Not flickering, but it turns on and off, 2 times like that. We all book it back to the fucking car, bro. We want no business to do with any of this, right? So, at this point, we're trying to figure out what to do. Now, we go back to the cars, and we're seeing if we want to go back there or not. I say fuck that, and Jimmy says fuck that too. Cal says fuck that. So, we start driving and hope the other people follow us, and let alone they do. So, we start driving back to the graveyard for some reason. I don't know why the fuck they wanted to go to this graveyard so bad. So, we drive back to this graveyard, right? We park up. And for some reason, we're walking back to the graveyard. We had already explored this graveyard, and I was not fucking with the vibes here, right? So we walk back to this graveyard, and Jimmy was very drunk. I haven't mentioned Jimmy that much in this story, but Jimmy was very drunk at this time. Jimmy was very drunk. So Jimmy's dumbass decides he's going to walk over to this grave, right? I know very vividly what this girl's name was. It was Elise, right? So Jimmy walks over to this grave, right? And this was the only grave with flowers and that looked nice for some reason. Someone was still keeping up on this grave. Literally weird as fuck. But Jimmy decides he's gonna absolutely fuck this grave up, bro. And I'm talking, he took one kick at this grave. Now it fucked the grave up. Don't get me wrong. That grave was pretty fucked up. Not the grave, but the flowers and the for some reason they used not real stones. It was like that stone moved. You could tell that stone moved. So he kicked the fuck out of this thing, right? And almost immediately he starts grabbing his foot, bro. He starts fucking he was like, my foot, bro. What the fuck? And his foot was visibly fucked up, bro. It didn't look from the angle he kicked it at, or from what I seen, it didn't look like that should have happened, bro. His foot was fucked up, right? So we start walking back to this car. We're helping Jimmy and shit, bro. We're like, what the fuck, bro? Damn, bro. Jimmy, you fucked yourself up. So we're not thinking anything of it. At this time, I'm like, Jimmy just fucking hurt himself. Like, there's no way that this has anything to do with any haunting shit at all, bro. So we start walking back to the fucking car, right? And we get back in the car. I go back in the Challenger with Jimmy and Cal, and we start leaving. Thank fuck we're leaving this place. Now, as we're leaving, I see this truck, right? Now, so they had told me that there was this red truck that liked to follow people. I was like, bro, what do you mean this red truck that likes to follow people? And Jimmy was like, yeah, man, like, there's this red truck that likes to follow people, and there's no one in the driver's seat. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean there's no one in the driver's seat, bro? This was before I had read anything on it. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? So we're driving, and I don't know why none of the people we were with followed us out of here. They did not come with us. But we were on the way out, and we're on the home stretch, right? We're on this road that I was talking about before, right? So the graveyard wasn't too far from the exit. It was maybe like a 1 to 2 minute drive. It was literally a drive over this like water bridge, like this lake, and there was like a swirly ass bridge, and you were out. So we're driving on this fucking road out. All of a sudden, I see like bright ass LEDs behind us. Not like a cop, like a truck. And I start shitting my fucking pants, bro. Like Jimmy had told me this before, and I was like, bro, I haven't seen no truck yet. And as I was thinking about it, I'm not gonna lie, I was literally thinking about this as we were leaving. I'm like, bro, we didn't see a truck, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, there's straight capping. Like, this place is not haunted at all. When we leave down this fucking road, I don't even know what it was because we didn't stick around. This truck comes fucking not flying behind us, but going like faster than us, bro. And it was a truck for sure. And it was bright as fuck, bright ass LEDs and big, and just started coming behind us. My heart fucking dropped. Now, obviously, this was probably not the truck that they were talking about, because I still think that this island is bullshit. I don't think it's haunted, other than what happened to Jimmy. We're gonna get to that in like a little bit, but so I think this is bullshit. Like, I'm like, bro, no fucking way, bro. But deep down, I'm like, bro, like, what if? Like, what the fuck if? And Cal sees this, Jimmy sees this, and they just fucking hit it. Cal fucking hits it, bro. And it's not like his fucking Challenger was slow. It still got up pretty quick, bro. So we were out of there, right? And thankfully, where this, like if you guys want to look this up, you can. It's called Gray Cloud Island. Where it is, it's right next to the freeway. So we literally dipped onto this road out. We took a right and we took a left, and we were already in the freeway, hitting it all the way back to my house, right? So fast forward, like, I think it was like 2 days. Jimmy's still healing from this fucking foot injury, and he comes up to me one day and he's like, bro, what is this, bro? And I'm like, bro, what do you mean? He lifts off his shirt, bro. There's like scratch marks on his back and like a handprint, bro. Now I'm thinking this is bullshit, bro. I'm like, bro, Jimmy, like, are you sure you didn't do this? Or he had a girlfriend at the time, so I'm like, you sure she didn't do this? And he's like, no, bro, this, like, it hurts really bad. It burns and there's scratches. I'm like, bro, like, you're bullshitting me right now, Jimmy. Like, you are bullshitting me. And so after that, I just called bullshit on it. He didn't really say anything about it after that. Fast forward like a week later, right? This motherfucker still has random shit happening to him. I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck, bro? Like, there's no fucking way. Are you fucking haunted or some shit? So let alone, I would say after like a week and a half, these weird stuff stopped happening to Jimmy. He said, I think personally it was just placebo effect for like this kind of stuff. Like, as he thought like someone was haunting him because he kicked someone's grave and like he fucked up his foot. I don't know, some bullshit. Or Jimmy did end up, like, after this I found out Jimmy was a crackhead. So maybe Jimmy was just already on the hard drugs at this point and fucking thought someone was fucking with him from the dead, bro. Like, I don't know, but this was a very interesting one, I guess you could say. It's not a drug story at all. It's not a fucking anything like that. I just want to tell a story about how I went to a haunted island and I thought it was bullshit, but like some weird stuff happened. So I'm 50-50 on this. It's a 50-50 for me. Honestly, one day I will probably end up going back and like, I'm not saying go with actual ghost equipment, but I want to see, bro, because I was reading, like, if you guys look it up, I was reading, like, a bunch of stuff on this place, and apparently it is haunted, and apparently, like, there's a lot of, like, weird shit that went down here, and, like, sacrifices and cult stuff, and I'm like, bro, bullshit. So we went there, and obviously, I don't know, maybe it was, and we just didn't see enough, and I'm not gonna lie, the gravestone thing was kind of weird for me. It was a very weird experience, not something at all I wanted to see, because that really tweaked me out, because everyone got the same number coming back. Like, it wasn't like I fucked up, bro. It was just fucked up. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a good night, evening, day, morning, whatever it is for you right now. And if you guys didn't know, I stream on Twitch. I try to stream on Twitch every day, but I'm not gonna lie, I've been sick for the last week and I just got a new cat, so I haven't streamed. But I will start streaming once I get my new place in June. I will stream every day, so just be watching out for that. And I will try to upload almost 3 times a week. I try to daily upload, but it doesn't really go like that. I just have other stuff to do. But anyway, I appreciate y'all for watching the video to this point if you did, but it has been Woo and I'm out.
Bang, shout out my motherfucking army, shout out my Pokemon don't match your scars. 3 6s in my heart, squeeze bliss out of my heart. Until I see these even rubbers thinking that they hard. No one talking about Percocet, but I'm so here on Percocet. Y'all heard of us yet? Them 2 white fucks from either side of the river. Y'all keep my name in your mouth when you think you're being different.